Hey everybody, Chris Bond21 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. This is episode 24. On the last episode, we pretty much finished up some main storyline stuff at Hollow Bastion. We managed to get back there and seal the keyhole. That's pretty much what we did plot-wise. However, we learned that Ansem escaped and went to some far-off world to delve into the deepest, most darkness. And we were on our way to fight him when we suddenly realized, hey, side quest! So thus begins the part of the video series where we indulge in the 100% completion side quest. So over here, if you remember on our first trip, I didn't really point it out, but you might have noticed that in the background there were these three empty pink little banners, and they're all with the tournament. So there is the Phil Cup, the Pegasus Cup, and the Hercules Cup, and they're all open to us. And if you can clearly see by the numbers, there are 10 matches in each of them. So that's what we're going to be doing today, these three tournaments, and I'll be explaining a little bit about what you have to do and how you could proceed through them, because there's actually some options on how to take care of these things. We're only going to do a simple run through, as I'll explain in a minute. However, if you go to the right side, you'll notice this thing that's been plastered over it, and this is the Hades Cup, the new cup that just opened up once we beat Hollow Bastion. And as you can see from this giant ranking board of gibberish, there's 50 fights here. That's right, 50. Thankfully, it has a continuation system where every 10 fights you get to save. So every 10 fights is sort of like a boss fight kind of a deal, and if you beat that, you'll be able to pick up from the very next fight. So it's a little bit easier than the other fights where you do lose and that's it, but there's 50 fights, so obviously it is going to be a challenge. So let's go inside and talk to Phil and see what we've got. So let's see what he's going to tell us. You know the rules, right? So yeah, now there is the Phil, the Pegasus, the Hercules Cup, and the Hades Cup. This, I believe, is a special secret fight. I forget which one is which, because it doesn't label them until now. But there's two fights that will open up as we beat these fights, or these tournaments, and eventually we'll be able to do those, but in a later episode. So right now we're going to start with the Phil Cup. So if you notice, it says enter together, which is basically the only option we can do right now. After you defeat the cup once, you'll be able to then enter with Sora, and then enter under a time attack. If you beat the cups under the time attacks and in solo, you get different rewards. And I highly recommend that if you're going for 100% completion, which you don't need to do the time attack ones if it's for a trophy, all you have to do is beat the cup once and that's it. But if you're looking for getting some of the better items and the better equipment for the Donald and Goofy and even Sora, you probably want to do the time attacks. Also, all of these Heartless now give you 90 points of experience. I don't know if these would have been giving me that much experience if I'd gone earlier, because the Phil Cup opened up way back, I think, after we completed Deep Jungle, or I think, no, because we hadn't done Olympus Coliseum. I think after we did Agrabah, I think we got our first one, or after we did the Return to Traverse Town, this opened up to us. So basically, each of these tournaments is 10 fights. So for right now, I'm going to talk over, and I might not be talking about what's happening on screen because it'd be kind of boring just me commentating on what's going on. So I'm just going to give a basic overview of what we're doing here, and then I might just jabber about something else. But when we do the Hades Cup, ooh, I died. Are you kidding me? See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, I just realized I forgot to put on Omega Arts, so pretend that didn't happen. I forgot we got Omega Arts in the last video, and I totally forgot to attach it. So yeah, that brings our strength up 3 points and our health up 3 points. That's a good thing to put on. I think also I might be able to maybe put something else on. I think it's going to probably lose my... Oop, I think that only did... I brought my strength up, but my magic up. That's not really helpful. What if I do rid of Raven's Claw? Can I do something else? Ooh, it brings up to 63, 7, but it lowers my strength. Nothing else good to put on. Let me try this again. So pretend you didn't see that. Pretend you didn't see that. I'm actually kind of glad that I died there. So this is still kind of challenging. I think it's more challenging here in Final Mix than it is in the regular version, because I think in the regular version you can skate through these guys with no problem. So that extra bit of strength will probably do me well. Up and off. I wish I died now. Yeah, that move right there, that is an amazing move to have, and I'm totally going to equip it if I die one more time here. Hopefully I won't, but if we get out of this tournament and we win, I'm going to equip that move, because that move, Second Chance, is amazing, and it would definitely prevent me from doing what I just did. So yeah, this is the tournament stuff. It's kind of quick. I think thanks to being on Final Mix, it runs a little bit faster. I feel like it was slower in the first Kingdom Hearts, but ultimately this is all you do. You just do the random challenges. So like I was saying before I got rudely cut off by death, when we get to the Hades Cup, I'm not going to talk over 50 seeds of battle. So what I'm going to end up doing is, that's going to be a musical montage episode, ladies and gentlemen, where I will be just sort of fighting, and I picked the perfect song to go along with it. Relax, it's not Eye of the Tiger, even though I was considering that for a bit, but I'm pretty sure I'll be flagged immediately if I put that song in there. I know that video might be flagged for using an actual song, but I don't care. YouTube's algorithms of stupidity will not dampen my creativity, so I will use it if I need to use it. So yeah. So yeah, this is basically what you do in the tournaments. I use this often to, back when I first played, I used this to generally level up. Pretty much I spent a lot of time here after I got my ass kicked by Ursula back in the day, because this is pretty much a good spot to level up, or at least gain a few extra levels like you just saw I did. However, what's so stupid about the tournament in later Kingdom Hearts games, particularly Kingdom Hearts 2, you can't gain experience, which is friggin' stupid, I think. Like, what's the point? The whole point of a world that's based just on fighting should be that it's used for grinding, level grinding, instead of going through each of the worlds. Because technically, when you get right down to it, you're going to notice Kingdom Hearts doesn't have a whole lot of huge worlds. Hollow Bastion is kind of the biggest world, but even then, to kind of go around to it and respawn all the Heartless, it takes a while to get them all back. So this was perfect. Just enter a match, and you can keep doing this over and over again. You can fight with Sora, Donald, and Goofy. You can just do it with Sora. They give you a lot of experience. I'm going to die. Definitely going to die. Hopefully I can heal real fast. I really wish I died after I got second chance in the last video. So, yeah, but we're getting a lot of experience points from these guys. I'm pretty sure this is not what I would have gotten if I had done this earlier. So maybe I should have done this in advance. I actually don't know. Maybe the battle level does go up higher, because technically Olympus Coliseum's battle level jacked up once we beat Hollow Bastion, so it's possible that even these level 1 enemies that we used to fight will kick my butt. It's possibly. Also, I don't know if you've been noticing it, but Sora's animations are based off of Squall and Cloud's victory animations from their respective games. So if you remember how Squall used to do his move with the Gunblade after he would win a fight, yep, you can see Sora do that with the Keyblade, and that last move that you just saw there when I won the last round, that's Cloud's move from Final Fantasy VII, where he spins it around and then puts it behind his back. So a nice little reference to that. So the Phil Cup is actually pretty boring. It's just regular Heartless, but the Pegasus Cup and the Hercules Cup contain a couple of little fun side boss fights. But again, they're really short, nothing really too taxing, and I forget what the rewards are. I believe they're different here in Final Mix than they were in the original Kingdom Hearts. But it pays, like I said, it definitely pays to play the solo matches and the time attack modes. I know what you're probably thinking, oh, I don't want to fight it again on time attack, but trust me, you want to. And I'll probably be spending a lot of time here later in the game, off camera, grinding through these fights, because I'm getting a lot of experience, and I tend to use the Hades Cup as a sort of grounds for leveling up for the later game, because, I don't know, fighting through the last 2 worlds is fun and all, but it's like, it's a lot, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Also, big bodies. I love big bodies. Have I mentioned how much I love them? I think I've made it very clear in this playthrough how much I love big bodies. They are just my favorite Heartless in the game. That was close. I just love big bodies. They're so much fun to, deal with and try to kill. Actually, they're not so bad once you gain... Oh, boy. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. They're not so bad once you learn high jump, because then you can sort of jump behind them, and I'm gonna die here. Also, the thing that's kind of sucky about the tournament, the Coliseum in general, you don't get HP orbs from these guys, so you kind of have to kill everything to the best of your abilities. I guess that's kind of a smarter way of fighting, because that'd be kind of easy if you could just heal. I also think that summons are off limits. I don't know if I've actually noticed that, but I'm pretty sure summons are off limits. You have to fight under your own power. Thankfully, Kingdom Hearts 2 has different types of tournaments. Like, you can fight things with, I think, summons, and then there's like something with just certain move sets and drive forms. It's kind of it's a nice thing. But again, you can't get any you can't do any leveling up. Like, nothing you fight in Kingdom Hearts 2 grants you any levels. So it's kind of I think it's kind of a jip, honestly. Like, that's so stupid that you can't level up. The whole point, again, of a world with fighting you'd think would be to grind, and it's not like that. And I don't know why I used Blizzard. I was trying to aim for Cure, but we're almost done here with the Phil Cup, and I'm having not a lot of fun with this. Definitely should have done this before I finished Hollow Bastion. I totally forget that also affects the levels. Although I'm getting a lot of experience points here, so I'm probably going to level up like a madman through these 3 fights. So I think this should be... Yep, this is it. This is the last seed. So if you notice, the little boss we're getting here is the opposite... Well, not really the opposite armor, but the guard armor that we fought is one of our first bosses. But he's in kind of pieces, so it's not like actually fighting the boss again. But he's really easy again, even with his bar and a half of health. And we're fighting just the Nocturnes and stuff, so I should be able to kill him. Yep, 500 points of experience there. That's nice. Also, as a bonus, I'm not going to be able to show this off right now, but when you beat the tournaments with all 3 characters and then just the Sora and then under time attacks, you then can choose which fights you want to choose, like in the list. So if you want to fight the guard armor, you're going to get those 500 points of experience. You can keep replaying that over and over again. So yeah, we beat the Phil Cup. That was pretty easy. Only took 10 minutes. So yeah, this should be a 30-minute episode of boring 3 fights. And me just jibber-jabbering on about random stuff. So I'm probably just going to talk about some random things. So we return the Power of Stars, so that's how we get Gravia. So yeah, if we go back in there again... Oh, you'll get a little cutscene each time you finish. I never thought you'd do it. Not too bad. Phil, you're just as stubborn as ever. Don't pretend you're not happy for them. Now, kid, you still got a long ways to go. The next round's starting soon. Next time it'll be the real thing. So yeah, before we dive back in there, I want to go to abilities and see if we can equip that move. We might not be able to. Yeah, it's a heavy one. I think I might take off Ripple Drive just to do it, because Second Chance will let me keep 1 hit point, even no matter what hits me. So anything that hits me, I will survive. So where I died where I just died a minute ago, that wouldn't have happened if I had Second Chance on. So I'm going to put that on real fast. I also want to see what Donald's got. He's got Cheer, giving more time and attacks per battle. Let's put that on. What does Goofy have? Second Wind. Ooh, that's probably a good move to put on. Ooh, he's got Second Chance too. Ooh. But yeah, screw it. I don't know. He also has Haste. He's got a lot of nice MP moves, so if you have any AP boosts that you get in the later game, I would definitely give him to Goofy. I think we're going to jump into the next tournament. So yeah, if you go back to talk to Phil, and you hit the Phil Cup again, you can now enter just Sora, and that'll give you another reward. I'll probably do that off camera. I don't want to bore you guys with 3 versions of the same tournament. So we're going to move over into the Pegasus Cup. So we'll enter together. This is another 10 fights, and there's actually some cool ones in this one. This was, I think, after we beat Agrabah and Monstro. It might have been after we did Halloween Town. These guys are a little bit stronger, obviously, but I think everything is stronger now because we just waited too long. I honestly don't know. I did not think it did that. I didn't think it raised the level of these fights, too. I thought these were standard little fights. So, yeah, I don't know if we'll see it. We might see it here. Definitely we'll see it on maybe some of the bosses. I'm going to try to save my magic for those fights because I don't want to waste my MP right now because I don't know if I have anything in my inventory that can heal me right now with that stuff. But I didn't think it would do that. I didn't think it was gonna raise the strength level. I always looked that these fights stay painfully boring, because honestly, if it had, these fights would have given me no experience, and I probably would have been mowing through this stuff like no tomorrow. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough. We're almost near the end. This is really just sort of the finishing touches, as it were, the end game stuff that I'm sort of running towards. Also, we gotta watch out for these barrels. They explode, and sometimes they can take quite a good amount of damage off of you, but you want to kill them fast, otherwise you don't get the experience points from them. So yeah, we're near the end here. Like I said when I outlined what was happening in the next couple of videos in the last video, we're doing this stuff now, just to sort of get it out of the way, and this will help me level up. So I'm gonna probably leave all this stuff in, so the Sora you're seeing now will be the Sora we continue the plot with. I'll let you know when I'm gonna separate my file and do something else. Yeah, this is the part I hate, where we have to fight the big bodies, and there's 3 of them. I mean, the flame ones are not so bad because you can sometimes hit them in the front, but regular ones, oh boy. I'm taking a little bit of damage. I want to kill that pot before he explodes. I don't think those explode, but yeah, you want to get rid of the big bodies if you can. Sonic Blade is good to have on at this point if you have the AP for it. You might not because you have Second Chance on, and that's 5 points, but hell, I will take Second Chance over that move any day. Even the other moves we got. I know we got moves like RS Arkham and Ragnarok that I haven't been showing off, but they require a lot of AP, and they're not really worth it for these types of enemies. They're just sort of, they're good for boss fights and the ending boss fights if you want to use them, but I wouldn't use them here in the cups, and I wouldn't really use them in general. They waste a lot of MP, and until Goofy has like a better handle on using all of his MP to help you out, like to give them to you, because what you can actually end up doing is if Goofy has all of the MP rages on, he can get a lot of MP from getting hit, and he can keep giving it to Sora. So literally, as you continue to waste all of your MP on moves like Ragnarok and RS Arkham, Goofy can essentially re-heal you with your MP, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I'm just going to finish off this last pot. I think that's it. Heal real fast. Doing pretty good on this one. Second Chance makes me feel a lot better because that's like a cushion. It's a bit of a reprieve where I feel a little happy about it, so I know that I won't die outright, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so we got some big bodies. Always try to go after the big bodies first, because you want to clear them out of the way as fast as you can. Also, Divine Rose for the win. I take back anything I've ever said negative about Divine Rose, even though I'm pretty sure Divine Rose sucks in the original Kingdom Hearts, because I never remember using it. I never remember getting Divine Rose and ever equipping it. Oblivion was my Keyblade. Not only because it looks bad, don't get me wrong, Divine Rose is a nice looking Keyblade, but Oblivion, come on, it's got a cool name, it's all black, and it's like you look at it and it's like, it's so sleek. It's like, it's the coolest looking Keyblade we've gotten up to that point. Everything's been kind of like, I don't want to say weird looking, but like, come on, we had a Keyblade with a claw sticking out of it. We had a pumpkin. Come on, it was some weird designs. And then you get Oblivion, and it's like this sleek metal blade. Oh, these guys, Black Fungus. We haven't really seen these guys anywhere else in the world. These guys are a little annoying unless you're a super high level at this point, because if you don't kill them fast enough, they will turn, I guess silver would be an appropriate way of describing it, and you can't hit them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it to you, because I might actually kill this guy fast enough to not show it. Yeah, I didn't really show it, but if you're too low level, then you can't fight them fast enough. They go sort of silvery, and they become unhittable. You can't hit them no matter what you do. You just bounce off of them. So we're just about done here. I'm going to use fire, or I'm going to use Blizzard real fast to start this fight, because I want to try to blow up those barrels. Actually, I probably should have put Aereo on, because I have a bad feeling one of these pots is going to come up right behind me and blow me to smithereens. So yeah, the regular barrels, they can explode. The pots, these ones don't. I think they'll always stick around. They'll never explode. But the regular barrels, if they do explode next to you, and that many of them, it can hurt. So if you want to use fire to set them off, you can. We're going to be on Seed 2, and then Seed 1 is a special seed. It's going to have a, I don't know why they call it seed. It should just be round. They call it, yeah, second seed. Oh god, this one's annoying. I'm going to put Aereo on real fast, just because I like living. I don't like to die, and I've been doing pretty good with the bodies real fast. I'm taking them out in a couple of hits. I'm going to mash triangle here, get Donald and Goofy to kind of do maybe some fancy moving. Maybe they'll actually help me. I don't know. It's bad because we're really tight-knit. There's 4 or 5. I forgot how many there was. I couldn't really see. But I think there's 5 of them. And I think I got that one down. I just shot back that one's fire at him. Again, the fire ones I'm not afraid of. I'm more afraid of the regular ones because they got that weird, like, run-at-you move, and then they'll land on you, and it hurts like hell. Like, you can feel the pain. All right, so we're almost good. This one passed out. I think I shot something back at him. So maybe I can quickly finish him off. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Oof, I think I just missed it. Yeah, so he's going to run at me. I think you can use guard on him, but I think I can outrun him. I'm going to quickly kill him. Okay, we're down to 2. Again, Sonic Blade is a must. Also, if you're trying to figure out the time attacks for these, you definitely want to bring Sonic Blade. You want to bring some quick moves that destroy them faster, because this is time consuming, and the time attacks don't give you a hell of a lot of leeway for mistakes. And my strength went up. Nice. We're leveling up a lot. I think we're going to be like level 50 by the time we're done with this episode, which will make me feel a hell of a lot happier. I won't have to grind that much to do it. So yeah, this is the first seed. We get Leon and Yuffie. This is a little challenging, so I'm going to put on Aereo. This is why I was trying to save my thing. So you can go after Yuffie first, but I like to go after Squall because he's got an annoying move. Yuffie's got some things where you can like hit back her size. So you can go after her first, but I want to get Leon down to at least about the halfway point before I kick his ass. And I think now I will change my... Okay, so he's down about halfway. I'm going to go to Yuffie now, because she has these size, and they're kind of annoying. But if you whale her into a corner, she'll die instantly. And if you hit her fast enough, you can kind of hit the size back at her. You can also use guard to knock them back. See, the tech attack I'm doing there, that's me hitting the side back at her. But as you can see, I'm getting her into the corner, and she has no chance, and she's dead. And that's 600 points of experience, even though I just leveled up. I'm going to put Aereo on real fast. I'm going to make Squall work for that hit. I'm going to heal him real fast. Yeah, so Squall's pretty easy too. You can pretty much wail on him, but after a certain point, he's going to do this, where he uses, I think, Braver. I think that's something from Final Fantasy VIII. I forget which, because I only ever use Lionheart. This can hurt if you don't have Aereo on, but you want to try to hit him as fast as you can, wail on him, and get some good hits in. Get him down to the 1 health bar. Just keep jumping over that thing. If you see like your health's getting low, run away, and then just take another step back. He doesn't have a really good range, so he has to get close to you. He'll still do that fire move from earlier, and you can guard against that now, so you can hit it back at him. I don't think it stuns him, but it can be easy, and I think we're going to kill him. I'm glad my strength went up before we got to this fight, because I think that probably helped out a little bit. And I think one more hit, boom, 800 points. So yeah, what you could do is, and a lot of people do this for a quick strategy, is beat the Pegasus Cup like we just did, beat it a sword, then beat it in time attack, and then play again, and then you'll get the list of fights, and you can pick the Leon and Yuffie fight, and you can get... That was 600 points from Yuffie and I think 800 points from Squall. So together, that's a good chunk of experience to get. Plus, if you have the tech boost on, that's a good couple of extra points there. You get good. We learned Strike Raid, a move that I can't equip right now because it's too many AP points. That was great. Looks like Phil trained another great hero. Is strength the most important part of a hero? Well, what you really need is a strong heart. What makes a strong heart? If you have to ask, you're not a hero yet. Stop talking in riddles. It's not a riddle. So yeah, that's the second one. I don't think Donald and Goofy learned anything new. Let me just check real fast. I doubt it. And Sora only had... Yeah, we have nothing to equip. So we have a bunch of moves that we need. So Strike Rage, you get to throw the Keyblade at enemies. It's a pretty cool move. So let's start the final cup, 20 minutes in. So like I said, this is going to be like a 30-minute fight. So let's enter together. So the Hercules Cup is pretty much just as easy as the Phil Cup was, but not as cool as the Pegasus Cup. There's two special fights in this tournament, but the last one is kind of bleh. I say that now and watch me die on it, just because I'm going to do it, because I have bad luck on this playthrough, where every time I seem to say something's going easy, I die. Because I say to myself, oh, I'm way over leveled for this area, and then boom, I die. Or hey, I totally leveled off screen, and I'm totally ready to handle the challenges, but then I die. So yeah, I'm just really glad that the leveling stacked. I'm, again, totally surprised at that. I know I've said that a few times, but I really didn't think it did that. I learned something new every time I play this game. It's what I love. The game is almost almost 20 years. Almost 20 years, this game. And still finding new things about it this many times in. That's a good game right there. The fact that you can never get bored of it. And I always love playing it over and over again. See, while I'm going to stop talking about fights real fast, because I think I'm boring you guys with just the constant play-by-play. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts, I must have played it, I don't know, there must be like 10 save files on my original PS2 for Kingdom Hearts 1. I must have played it God knows how many times as a kid. It took me so long to beat it when I first got it. Like right now, I'm doing this whole playthrough in about a week. This is about a week of recording and putting everything together, even with all the bonus stuff and not doing everything to the full capacity of 100%. It's going to take about a week to beat the game from start to finish. When I first played, I got Kingdom Hearts in September when it came out, like I said, but I didn't beat it till June. Now, granted, back in those days, I couldn't play video games like every day because we had like rules where it's like I had to use TV time, and when you're in that house with other people that need to use the television, you got to kind of play by the rules, and you know, if they want to watch TV, you have to kind of give up the television. And this wasn't in the days of, you know, TiVo, DVRs, and things like that, where hey, you can just record stuff, and things like this Nintendo Switch right now and the Wii U, where it's like, hey, you want to play a game? Well, you can just take it on the go with your pads, and you don't need to worry about the TV. I would have loved that back in the day. But yeah, in the old days when I first started playing games, particularly when Kingdom Hearts 1 was out, I was kind of at the mercy of whenever I had the TV available, so I didn't have a whole lot of time for it. And then during the week, I was mostly caught up with homework, so if you count really only the weekend days, I guess it kind of evens out to a normal play session, even when I was a kid trying to beat this. But yeah, it was basically the whole school term, a whole year of school, where I was playing Kingdom Hearts non-stop, every once in a while, getting a little closer, getting a little further out. And it was nothing better than coming home on a Friday, you know, not doing any homework and just running to play Kingdom Hearts, or quickly running through the homework and thinking, yeah, I'll do the rest of it on Sunday. I'll play a little Kingdom Hearts right now. Got a rare truffle. This is a bit of a break level where you can just sort of heal up. But yeah, I played it so many times. I still don't remember everything. Obviously, it's been years, so I kind of forget. But this is probably the one game in the series I know the most about. Even the later games, I know a little, but I can't give you like the little down. I can't break it down to like the level I can in this game. So like I can tell you about alternate cutscenes and stuff. So this is the first fight I was talking about. So I want to put Aereo on because Cloud can be difficult. He only has 2 bars of health, but he's got some heavy hitting moves. Also, you can kind of wail on him and just keep doing tech attacks. I'm going to try to see if I can guard his move. You can sometimes guard that, but then he'll do the ground slash like that, which is kind of annoying. But I'm going to try to move out of his way. If he does like the random slash, that's pretty good, easy to dodge. Also, I wish I had the higher level Aereo spell, because I think this Aereo spell isn't really doing enough to protect me anymore. He's going to do that weird one-winged angel thing in a second where he hovers around the field. Yeah, I'm going to quickly just sort of wail on him. I'm going to see if I can get him before he does that move. It might be a death sentence to try to do this. Nope, he's doing it now. Really quick, Sora. Put it on, put it on. Heal, 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 heal! Oh, God, I'm telling you, this game is going to give me... You know, I've been playing this game so long, but yet I still managed to have panic attacks and all the fun stuff. So I'm really dead here. I only have 1 piece of experience left. I'm going to try to not die. Easier said than done, easier said than done! Thank you, Donald. See, sometimes Donald, he is a good duck, and he does heal me. But other times, he's an idiot, and he doesn't do jack to me. So I got 1 piece of health left. Oh, thank God, I just got him. I'm going to see if I can quickly finish him off here. Come on, Sora, sliding dash. Yeah, there we go. And, of course, I learned nothing. Donald and Goofy learned everything. So that's really the hardest fight in the Hercules Cup, Cloud, because the actual final fight is pathetic, and you'll see it in a minute. And we got Metal Chocobo. So this is actually how I beat Ursula back in the day. I went to the Olympus Coliseum, and I fought Cloud in the Hercules Cup. I did all the tournaments because I figured I was bored and I wasn't really making any headway with her. So I figured, oh, let me do the tournaments. I can level up. And I didn't know you got a Keyblade from Cloud. And we got Metal Chocobo, and that's how I beat her the first time I played. I ended up using Metal Chocobo because it's got a lot more strength than the Keyblade I had at the time, which I think was 3 wishes. So that was great when I did that. So like I said, I could have done that earlier, but it would have meant I would have had to play this match. And I was kind of trying to wait before we did that. I'm going to see if Metal Chocobo has better strength than Divine Rose. I doubt it because we've waited too long. So I'm probably going to have to stick with Divine Rose. So this is it. This is really the last fight that we have to worry about. I'm going to take out the pirates real fast. And then I'll get to worry about those ships. Those airships are really easy. They're not that difficult. Also, 90 points of experience. Thank you. Also, these ships probably are going to give me a lot of experience, plus the tech points that I'm getting. 60 points. That's almost like killing a guy right there. And then 240 points of experience. Very nice. I'd be surprised if Sora levels up here at the end. But yeah, I've been replaying Kingdom Hearts for years. But like I was saying before we got into the Cloud fight, I don't know that much about the other games, like, to a great extent. Like, I can give you the basics and stuff like that, but I can't give you immense breakdowns like this game. Show me what you've got. Hercules, wait, let's go one-on-one. Oh, brother, what a show-off. What are we going to do? Let him go alone, I guess. Good luck, Sora. I'm not going to go easy on you. So yeah, we have to fight Hercules, and you might think, oh, this is going to be a little challenging. This should be difficult, but take a look at this. Dude only has... Okay, he's got 3 health bars. Like, for some reason, I thought he had less. I'm going to put Aerie on first. So here's what you got to do. You got to pick up the barrels, and you got to throw the barrels at him. Which seems a little weird that he's a god, but I have to throw barrels at him. Also, I'm doing a terrible job of throwing the barrels at him. Oh, come on, Sora. He's right in front of you. You're making me look bad in front of the people. Oh, God. So, yeah, you gotta aim, and then... Yeah, there you go. And then once you get him, he'll lose the little glow around him. And then you can wail on him. And eventually he'll do moves like that, which can hurt. And if you get hit by him in God mode, you're gonna have a bad time. So, what I like to do is I like to... unlock. You also, you make sure you're not locked onto him when you're trying to pick up a barrel, otherwise it won't work. I'm trying to see if I can hit him from there. Yep, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna see if I... Oh my god! Yeah, I say that Hercules is mad easy, and I said, watch me die. I'm gonna try to get him down to at least 1 bar of health. He's gonna do a bit of a range move there. I don't have any items, so this is gonna be a little bit tricky. If he breaks all the barrels, don't worry, more respawn. So I'm gonna try to just dodge out of the way. I'm gonna lift up. See if I can throw this at him. He'll stop for a second, so don't worry about that. Also, he has other moves, but for some reason, he's not doing them. He has that spinning move, but he should have done that a little earlier. I don't know why he didn't. I'm going to try to avoid him. All right, and after he does it, sometimes he'll be tired out, sometimes he won't be. You kind of got to just take a look and play it by ear. Also, I got really lucky that I jumped, and that's it. 1,000 points extra, and you beat Hercules. He's pretty easy, considering they made such a big stink about him. But yeah, with, I think, beating him, we get the trophy. I think we get an item too. So this is it. If you want to complete Olympus Coliseum, this is all you have to do to get to the keyhole, is beat these 3 tournaments. That's it, because we get Herc's Shield for Goofy. Mind you, I haven't actually been doing anything. And then we get a cutscene. So we get Olympia, that was in the chest the whole time, that's the Keyblade, and then we learn Yellow Trinity. Now, the reason why we did the Olympus Coliseum first before anything else was because in order to get all of the 101 Dalmatians, we needed Yellow Trinity, which is why in the next episode when we do the Dalmatians, we needed all of the Trinity markers to make sure we can grab them all. We needed Yellow Trinity because there's 3 Dalmatians that are stuck in Neverland behind a door that we needed to use that on. But if you remember, there's a Yellow Trinity marker by this block that we couldn't push way back when, and the reason why we couldn't push it, and I don't count this as a push, because I'm not actually doing it. So yeah, the reason why we couldn't push that block earlier is because, surprise, surprise, under the block is the keyhole. Yep, that's where it's been this entire time, under the block. So you needed to defeat all the tournaments to seal the Olympus Coliseum's keyhole. And the reason why we needed to seal Olympus Coliseum is because there's some post-credit content that we can only gain access to if all of the worlds have been locked. That also includes the book we found in Traverse Town, which is why after the next episode, we're going to head back into the book. and see what world awaits us in there. But yeah, that's it for Olympus Coliseum. Now the Hades Cup is still here, but we're going to tackle that probably way later when I'm a higher level, because right now, even as I am level 49, I will get my ass handed to me if I go in there. I need to be like level 55, almost 60, to guarantee that I don't die. So I think that's going to be it. I might give Goofy Hercules' shield because it raises his strength up enough. I haven't really been buying Donald and Goofy any weapons. Actually, to be fair, Goofy just got a weapon. Let's go give Donald a weapon. So yeah, also if you want to get Donald and Goofy's best weapons, or some of their best weapons, you need to beat the Hades Cup under all three of those challenges. So the solo mode and the time attack mode. It's not that difficult, but when you do time attack, you want to be a strong enough level so that you can just skate through the competition. So yeah, if you come out here and use the white Trinity marker, we can actually get Donald a little something special, because I feel bad that I gave Goofy a new shield. We should probably give Donald a magic wand. So Violetta can be found in this chest, and that will raise Donald's magic. I should have been probably buying them. You can buy Donald and Goofy items at the store that Huey, Dewey, and Louie run in Traverse Town, so that brings his magic all the way up by 10 points. But again, they still would have died, and that wouldn't have helped me out much anyway, because my defenses were shot anyway. So that's going to do it for this episode. So the next episode, when I see you guys on, is going to be sort of a big pre-recorded thing with some music in the background, with me finding all of the Dalmatians. And the reason why we're finding the Dalmatians is, well, I'll address that at a later point. So when we pick it up on that episode, we'll be doing all of the Dalmatians and showing you where they are. I don't know exactly how I'm going to go about doing it, if it's just going to be me showing you them, or if I'll have a little bit of text. I'll link you to a website that I got the listing from, just to make it a little bit easier in case you need the extra help. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.